This is my little setup. I put myself in the corner. I was finally able to get some like good sleep. I'm attempting to read Iron Flame. If you don't know by my face, I don't normally look like this. I got my wisdom teeth out, so that's where I'm at. Well, and I'm also kind of fighting a cold, so I really look and sound rough. But I finally took my first shower. This side of my face is definitely more swollen. My last Vlogmas, which was last year, I read Fourth Wing in a day, and I loved it. I ate it up. It was a fun adventure. That is what I'm gonna try to do today. Unfortunately, at this one, I've heard there's a lot more spice, so I already like pre-ripped out all of the spice scenes. Let's start reading. I'm gonna be so honest with you right now. No clue what's going on. I'm like still on chapter 1. No clue. I also feel like it's kind of bad. It's been, I don't know the last time, maybe like a day or so since my last update of Iron Flame, and I honestly don't think I have updated you. I'm on page 59, not that far, genuinely like 8% through the book. I'd like to give some thoughts. I really like her writing style in a sense of, I feel like her like choice of words is very well thought out. I just don't like some of the things the characters do, and I also don't love the love going on right now. I feel like the relationship, number one, we're bordering on that weird werewolf like crap, only they're not werewolves, it's freaking dragons, like mate thing. Like, okay, you want to take me out of a book so fast.
Put like the mate trope in there.
You're connected somehow, and so that's your like mate or whatever. Like if
they're dragons, well, their dragons are like mates, so that makes them mates.
No.
I've never been that kind of person. I don't know what it is. Not my cup of tea. To me, it just, when that happens, like it tends to be so lusty, and the only reason they like each other is very physical. Another note, it's fun to see and hear about all of the politics regarding like this world and the school and how everything works. Like I genuinely do enjoy that part of the book a lot, and I liked that in the last book, but I feel like we're definitely gonna hop into a lot more politics in this book than in that one, and I'm here for it. I'm ready. I like vaguely remember things, definitely. Like I remember some things that happened in the first book that I didn't remember at first, so the memory's slowly coming back for this book. I wanted to give a little Iron Flame update. I'm currently 25% done with the book, and it's taking me longer than I wanted to, but I'm actually really enjoying it. I love the politics of it, and just the setting, and honestly the details of the actual book are great. I don't necessarily love all the characters. I don't love Violet and Xaden's relationship. It's very, like I said earlier, you can tell it's definitely more lust heavy, especially on like Violet's end, and Xaden is the one like wanting to try and make their relationship something more, and so it's just kind of insane to see that, because I never feel like you see that perspective necessarily. Usually it's the other way around, but I don't enjoy it. I never, whether it was flipped or not, I wouldn't enjoy that aspect of it, but I do really like the politics. I do love some new characters, and I also love old characters that I hated in the other books, so that's the progress we've made with Iron Flame, and I'm gonna continue reading it. When the last time is that I've updated you guys on it, but I'm currently on page 272, almost halfway. This book has definitely got me out of my reading slump though. I am eating it up and it's leaving no crumbs. The roller coaster of emotions on this book are insane, and they probably will still change as we progress. So far, I have not experienced any spice scenes at all because, again, like I ripped them out and I don't feel like I missed anything in the story. So I'm just keeping like that in mind for anybody who doesn't want to read spice but is interested in reading the story. It hasn't affected my reading experience at all, so I'm very happy about that. But on another note, this book, I like had high expectations in the beginning when it first came out. Then I found out like that it had major spice, and I was like, bleh. And I started it and I was like, I hate this. And then I like got a little more and I was like, wait. And then more and I was like, wait, I'm obsessed. I don't know what it is with Rebecca's writing, but the fact that she just puts in things at the perfect time. Like I don't, even though this is a 600-page book, 623 page book, I don't feel like it's too long or too short yet. I feel like it's perfect in a sense, the timing wise. And she throws in things that make sense but also keep you intrigued, while also making sure you have the monotony of, you know, we're at school and we're at this war college and da 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 da, like daily life. But then there's obviously these different things and points in the book that just make you hold on for dear life. So I'm loving it. I do not know what I'm doing right now. I've been basically writing for the past couple of hours, and I actually almost hit 50,000 words today, which is insane. Having to only like 25,000 more to write. So we're like 2/3 done with the book. That's insane. That's crazy. Look at this rock that's painted like a cactus. I have had this for years. Shout out to the rock. Of this other rock that says courage on it. I don't know. Bye, guys. I'm going to bed. I'm sorry. I'm just casually reading before bed. I opened this book. I'm like got almost 100 pages, like a little over 100 pages left. And I've been loving it. But now I'm like, this just happened. And I just kind of like got the ick. Low key, I got the ick. Fighting or whatever. The two love interests are fighting. And they're like using an analogy now about the wardrobe, like this wardrobe or whatever. Then all of a sudden, he like whips out a knife and holds it to her throat. And she's like, what the heck? He's like, do you think I'm gonna hurt you? I'm sorry. Who holds a knife up to somebody else? That is not like, to me, that's not something that's like, oh my gosh, I love this scene. I'm like eating it up. No. I'm like, girl, that's a red flag. Like, low key, ain't nobody holding a knife up to my throat and being like, do you think I'd hurt you? There's so many other ways we can test our trust, if that's what you want to do. Or like, think about that for a minute. Like, look at our trust levels. Like, do you trust me? Not sticking a knife in your throat. I'm literally gonna vomit. That was not That was not it. That was... I 100% know that's a trope, like in the beginning or whatever. Sometimes they do like out of self-defense, like one of them's like trying to size the other up or whatever, and like that makes sense. But they're like well into this relationship. I mean, I've devoted like almost 800 pages to these people, and now we're doing this. Like, no, thank you. I just finished Iron Flame by Rebecca Yarros. Are my final thoughts on this book. It definitely didn't take me a day to read. That's for sure. It was what I wanted in the moment. If you're into political affairs within fantasy books, this bad boy will savor the flavor of that. I actually like didn't understand it for a couple of chapters, and then I was like locked back in. Loved it, ate it up. I know I've said this before, but I ripped out all the spice in it, and I don't think it affected anything for me. I've made the executive decision to probably not continue the series. The ending was different, and I don't think I'm going to enjoy it. So I think I'm gonna quit. But who knows? If I see reviews on the next book, it's good, I might continue it. It was a little long, I will say that. Towards the end, I was kind of getting bored, and there was kind of a dramatic scene in the end that hit. Like, I definitely shed a couple tears, but it could have hit harder, I feel like, if it was shorter. Like, the political plot and battle scenes were super like large in this book, huge in the plot line of this story. So like I feel like I've read like 3 books like reading this. Like, I'm literally flashing back to moments in the beginning of the book, and it's like completely different from like the end of the book. Like, everything's up in flames, genuinely up in flames. I'm gonna settle this with probably like a 4-star. I definitely enjoyed my reading experience. It definitely was like right book, right time, for sure. And I do enjoy like her ability to create a scene and plot. I do not think like I would have loved this if I would have like had the spice in there. Really would have affected my rating. We didn't need the ending line. The amount of things running through my mind right now that have happened in this book are actually insane. That is my Iron Flame Vlogmas finale. Thank you for watching this video. I am literally gonna go process everything in my head right now. Bye.